It seems quite apparent that no one really wants to speak to us. There is one place we haven't been to yet. Let's go there now. I believe we haven't been in here yet. Well, hello.
The box contains all kinds of junk. I also see 5 black candles like the ones you use at occult masses. All we need now is a virgin to offer.
You could always offer yourself.
I better grab the black candles before some bad person finds them. Cool, lots of gold and gemstones and cloth bandages. Eee, gross! It reads, "Return to sender." Who would send that by mail? Cool deco. That would really look the business in my room. The benches will probably break if I sit down on them. I better not. That's a delivery of approved stamps for Hades. I wonder what he'd do if he had them. Just let everyone go from the land of the dead on demand?
I was getting a bit worried there. I thought this was like a child's coffin or something for a moment.
I'll take the giant approved stamp from the box. You never know when you need to approve an application.
While we're here, we may as well just do this.
Splendid! Now there's an approved stamp on the form.
I'm not too sure how he managed that without any ink, but there we go. Oh no, it's wax, I guess.
Wow, Tartarus, Olympus, Nirvana, Limbo, Hell, Paris, New York! Hey! I always wanted to go there! This could be Frederick Goldentongue's cute kitten. He's right, it's a little, strange. It's already got the right teeth for sucking blood. Now only a cape is missing. It's really close to the edge of the shaft. I wonder what would happen if the sinister little bloodsucker would fall in there. Would it fall right down to the land of the dead into the claws of Cerberus? Whoa! That would be a fight!
I'm guessing that's a hint.
I guess I'll just have to be fast enough, then I can push it into the shaft.
Don't touch my kitten, mortal.
Ah! That's part of the elevator. I'm not good with technical details like that. Simply an elevator to the land of the dead. The window hasn't been opened in a long time. The hinges won't budge. The window hasn't been opened in a long time. The hinges won't budge.
Don't you touch that. That's sacrilege.
Me? Who's sacrilege? I don't see anybody. And what kind of a name is sacrilege anyway?
Don't you touch that. That's sacrilege.
Me? He's the last of his kind. Is he even still alive? He looks somewhat moldy.
Welcome, my son. What may I do for you?
What kind of a weird temple is this?
This is the temple of the Order of Ye Brothers and Sisters who revere those who have passed away and now reside in the land of the dead, even though they don't really notice it. Know this, my son. You are treading on holy ground.
Sounds great! So the temple belongs to a totally crazy death cult?
Crazy? You should see yourself with your ridiculous hat. But you're right about the death cult. We take care of all the dead who have found their way into the realm of the dead.
So, you worship the dead? Rad! How do you do that exactly?
Quite simple. We send food and drink to the dead in the land of the dead.
I'm sure the dead will be ecstatic. Why do they need that stuff in the land of the dead, though?
Well, they need it, so that they never want for anything. Thus is it written in our tome of the dead.
There's not many of your brothers and sisters around. Have they taken a day off?
Well, some have left us. Others have been sent to a higher purpose.
You mean they've died?
To the unenlightened it might seem that way, yet other members have turned their backs on the Order for a time to learn about the ways of the living. Every now and then they visit to tell me about the progress of their studies.
I see. Your death cult is on the way down. You're the last one left, right?
Now you're exaggerating. It's only a temporary shortfall of the active member base. This will change soon. We're very trendy.
Yeah, you might have a point there. The general trend of life sort of leans towards death. I doubt your cult will benefit from that, though. Is the elevator connected with your strange cult in any way?
That is not a normal elevator. It leads directly down to the realm of the dead. We use it to send our gifts to the dead. Food and other consumer products like luxury goods, personal hygiene, and fresh socks.
That's very noble of you. And what do you get from the dead in return?
Unfortunately, nothing, not even receipts. That's lamentable, since it would greatly help us with our tax deductions. It used to be different. There were times when the dead used to be thankful.
Maybe something is blocked down there. Oh, I think I know. That mangy mutt, Cerberus, blocks the elevator. That's it, probably. Aren't you feeling a bit stupid being the last one around and all?
You are so right. It's just that nobody will take my place. The studies of life that our brothers are currently conducting seem to be very arduous, particularly the research of women, alcohol, and parties have been shamefully neglected before.
I see. My tip? Go home. You'll never see your brothers again.
But that's not allowed according to the Order's rules. There must be someone to guard the elevator at all times. When the dead need something, we must fetch it for them. I would so love to enter my well-deserved retirement, but it cannot be.
So, you're looking for a successor?
Absolutely. But first I would have to consecrate an adept and introduce him to the mysteries of the elevator of the dead. You aren't interested in dedicating yourself to such a fulfilled existence by any chance?
You want me to spend my life at this elevator? I don't know what to say. What would I have to do to become an adept?
Oh, not everyone is suited to be an adept. We can only use persons who are able to contact the realm of the dead. Not many people today have that talent.
That's all? You want me to chat with my dead pets?
The connection to the realm of the dead should be a little tighter than that. The rules of the Order are rather clear about that. It's just that young and hopeful candidates with a touch for the dear passed away don't exactly grow on trees.
I need to use the elevator for a moment.
Don't you dare. The elevator to the land of the dead is our most revered artifact. According to the rules of our Order, I would have to chop off your fingers if you even approached the elevator button. Nobody except the members of the Order is allowed to go near this mystery.
I have to leave now.
It's nice that this late into the game that we still have new areas to explore, and we get to speak to people with a decent amount of dialogue.
A few drops of oil can work miracles. Okay, let's let some light in. How do you like that, vampire cat? I couldn't have planned it any better. Bye-bye, Dracula kitty.
Meow!
Finally, there's some light in this dark hole. Blood-sucking kitty didn't like it a bit.
Alright, Simon. We're done with you for now. There's not much else we can do, so let's switch to Simon's double.
Your Majesty?
What does he want from us?
Is everything all right?
We were treacherously murdered. Our kingdom has fallen into the hands of a criminal. And now we're sitting in this dreary land of the dead. What's all right about that?
If you look at it like that, nothing really.
Then he shouldn't ask such stupid questions. We should forbid such things.
Well, how about that? That's the chicken from Leia's family. I always thought the poor animal would do itself in one day. With this cheeky brat, it's not at all surprising. It seems a lot happier than in the upper world. Maybe that's because you don't need to bother yourself with suicidal thoughts in the land of the dead.
We fancy a good piece of roast chicken in red wine sauce. What does he think about it?
No way, Your Highness. Who knows what the poor chicken died of?
Yes, he could be right. It could be indigestible.
Apart from that, we're dead, and dead men don't eat. Poor chicken.
What happened to the audio just then?
Did Orpheus' cheesy singing ruin the party for you?
I think she thinks I'm someone else, but maybe that's better.
Let me just try one thing.
Gotcha, chum. I never thought you'd be so stupid as to try it twice.
Ah, help! Stop it! What's going on? Somebody could get hurt.
Oh, you're that other Simon. Now it's the same for you as for your colleague. You don't get out of here without valid papers, stamped and authorized.
I would never leave the realm of the dead without permission. That's a law of nature for me. And how could I break the laws of nature?
Maybe you don't, but others do. That's why I monitor the borders. By the way, you haven't by any chance seen your wandering double recently. I haven't had him on my televisor for quite a long while.
I haven't seen him for quite a while either. But you know what he's like. He's always on the go. He's a guy who gets around. That lightning was nasty. That thing's dangerous.
So just explain what I should do with not dangerous lightning.
I think it's wonderful how you've organized the surveillance. I feel absolutely safe and protected.
Really? But that's not what I mean at all. If a crime gets committed here, then you really have to take care of it yourselves.
That's outrageous.
Don't make yourself so important. The one and only thing I'm interested in is if anybody runs off.
And we're done. So we definitely needed that disguise to get past these cameras. Oh.
The two of them are talking to each other. I think they're actually doing an interview. I don't want to disturb them. The elevator's mechanics seem to be quite rusty. There's dog biscuits in the bowl. Somebody must love him dearly. Hello, Simon! Can you hear me? Hello, Simon. Is that you? Yes, I'm up here. How are things down there? Yay!
That's unbelievable. I've never met anyone who could talk with the dead this directly.
Well, I'm a natural. Now can I become an adept?
An adept? Don't be so modest. Let's cut it short. Hereby I pronounce thee the master of the Order of ye brothers and sisters who revere those who have passed away and now reside in the land of the dead, even though they don't really notice it.
Master? Sounds cool! I've always thought people should call me Master more often.
So now I'll enter my retirement. Be seeing you in the afterlife, Master Simon.
Take care, have fun with your parties, and hey, visit me sometime. Cool! I've inherited my own crazy cult!
While we're here, we may as well do this.
I'll put the form on the transport area. This geeky do-good will surely find it there. What's this? 2 rubber-stamped and officially approved applications for the release from the realm of the dead. Hey, they are addressed to me and the king. Well, I have 2 rubber-stamped applications and therefore official permission to leave the realm of the dead. But it's still a somewhat strange situation. On the other hand, so what as long as the papers are in order?
I hope he didn't want to leave us behind.
Never ever, Your Highness. Come on, the upper world is waiting for us. Finally, there you are. I do hope there were no doubtful activities involved in getting the form, Simon. I couldn't bear the thought of our leaving the land of the dead might have involved legal uncertainties. You're driving me crazy! Who cares about that stuff? We should concentrate on what Kalaba has done in the meantime.
We are certain the traitor has lost no time usurping our throne. We have to act immediately, and afterwards we will decree usurpation a crime.
Indeed, and we should start by leaving the temple. I find the atmosphere somewhat depressing.
I'm guessing we should too. There isn't much more we can do here.
Oh no, not him again! It looks as if you're seeking friends amongst the bridge trolls. Hey, some of my best friends are bridge trolls, but this particular one gets on my nerves, and his prices are totally inflated.
That's not true at all. I don't want anything from you, absolutely nothing. Not 1 ton of gold, nor 2 or 3. No, I won't let you rotten little skunk or any of your friends pass my bridge at all. And that's that.
The poor troll is completely embittered, Simon. You must have given him a bad time.
We can try giving him a good time.
My sincere regrets about the behavior of my double.
Thanks. That's a soothing balm on my ill-treated soul. Makes me feel better instantly. But anyway, I'd rather drink Belgian beer than letting you pass the bridge. I don't say no to a decent pitcher.
Well then, let's make an end to this spectacle. Speaking as the king, we order you to clear the bridge immediately.
You claim to be the king, eh? No. Who do you think you are? My king is Kalaba. I can't even remember the previous bloke's name.
He doesn't remember our name. We refuse to tolerate that. No, best we forbid him to forget the name of the king.
Stop it. Let's find a way to get rid of him. I begin to understand what you mean, Double.
Ah, His Highness again. Get lost.
I'd like to request a somewhat more modest conversation with you.
Hello, you stupid mother. You want to tell me how to speak? Come on, you son of a.
A most appalling vocabulary. Without the beep, I'd have fainted.
Just stick your mother head up your where the sun don't shine. That might help.
I want to know what that word with the BL in it was.
I can perfectly understand that you have slight problems with my double. You and I are in absolute agreement with that.
What's all that blabber about? You better look for a parking meter.
Bye-bye. Outlaw. I can't imagine how this dialogue might possibly enrich me.
Wow, that's not how you speak to your king.
I'm not in the mood for a chat. Schnook.
Can't you see that you're in the way?
Shouldn't we let bygones be bygones?
After you've let me down twice? I'm not insane. Tell you what we'll do. I will forgive you as soon as I've trampled you down.
You just have no control over your negative notions.
I love this effect.
I'm sorry about my meanness.
Thanks. That really helps my ill-treated troll's soul. My dad used to say, when someone holds out his hand for reconciliation, then shake it.
Ooh, a veritable philosopher, your dad.
Hold it, I'm not finished. Then shake his hand until it falls off.
I assure you that I won't bother you anymore. Promise.
Haha, you can say that until you're blue in the face, but I know that you'll just take me for a ride again. How do you want to prove that you're playing straight with me?
I could secure you with an extra rope so that you won't fall in the gorge again.
Ah, and what's the point of it?
You can't fall anymore. Isn't that a great safety protection?
Can't do any harm at any rate. All right, tie the rope to my foot.
It's annoying that I haven't got a rope at hand. I'll have to settle that problem.
We will indeed. I just want to admire this for 2 more seconds. Anyway, let's go. Well, we haven't got a rope, but we can use this.
There's wolf's hairs all over it. Hey, it almost automatically falls into thin strips. The sheet is already falling apart in shreds. I can make a decent rope out of it in no time.
There we go.
Can't you see that you're in the way?
Oh,
See you, you pain in the neck. I always ought to have an auxiliary rope just in case I end up in jail again. I could secure you with an extra rope so that you won't fall in the gorge again.
Ah, and what's the point of it?
You can't fall anymore. Isn't that a great safety protection?
Can't do any harm at any rate. All right, tie the rope to my foot.
Well, the rope is already attached. Now you're safer than ever before. Nobody can throw you in the gorge.
You'll regret it if that's a ploy. I'll break your neck.
Okay, where does this lead to? That was just very magical. I don't know if that was intentional, but it led into here.
That's a good idea.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, now it hits the fan. Good riddance, Trollface.
The elevator!
Aha! That's that. We shouldn't have done that. It was wrong. Nonsense! That was genuine self-defense.
We also think that in this case the end justifies the means. We should stop wasting our time and return to the castle. We'll show Kalaba who is the real king.
Ah, but now another problem has arisen. Your Majesty is believed to be dead. It will be rather challenging to tell your brave guards and subjects that you made your way back from the realm of the dead. Nonsense! Nobody knows about that. And as long as you're not honest enough to tell everyone, nobody will. I mean, even you should get that. But we must be careful. First, we ought to make some inquiries in town. And we have to make sure that we can flee if necessary.
Such considerations are degrading for us. But we understand that circumspection is a requirement. I propose we proceed to the town gate.